So Zuckerberg has swayed under pressure from Elon Musk to change his policy on freedom of speech on Meta from a team of fact checkers to community notes. This is problematic for quite a few reasons, and I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible. It is also a direct correlation from the increase of use of AI in the information that we glean from the internet. So here is one of Elon's recent tweets stating that whoever appoints censors controls information. Is trying to get across this idea that if everyone has a fair share of the ability to post what they want to say online, then that creates an equal environment. But it doesn't, because if you understand anything about the way the reach works with algorithms and SEO and the way that AI will impact this eventually, we are not all starting off on an equal footing. Just in the same way as content creators have got bigger following, they get higher up on the search results page, they have more favour in terms of the algorithm, so they are going to have more ability to get their voice heard. I know this because I recently lost an Instagram account which I had about 4,000 followers on, and I've started a new one, and the reach on Instagram alone is so bad that I've been stuck at about 250 followers for the last 2 months. So it isn't an equal opportunity situation where anyone can become a creator and just put themselves out there. It really is all dependent on the algorithm. Increasingly, as AI starts taking over, this is going to be more of a situation where people can pay their way into power. You can already buy followers on Instagram or Meta and have 500, 1,000 followers, just a few pounds, which makes it look like you've got a big following, but it can actually influence your reach as well, because it gives you credibility. It gives people the belief that people are following you, therefore you are more trustworthy and reliable as a source of information. And that's not always the case. If you have more money, you can buy your way into politics and into influence. Now, that doesn't always have to be the case, because as we've seen, we have got an alternative left-wing media side, which is trying to debunk the source of information that we see in mainstream media and also provide an alternative aspect to a lot of the information that is worryingly inaccurate in our world. And so from that perspective, which Elon is trying to say that if we all become independent journalists, then that makes the world a fairer place. Yes and no. As I've explained before, it still will never be an equal place as long as there is huge wealth inequality in our world and people can buy their way into influence. The only way around this is for individuals and those that seek to find community with other people that share similar values and perspectives on the world, and they want to create influence. But you have to do that collectively. You have to become the friend that posts and reposts and shares and does the community work to get the alternative voice heard. This creator's basically saying what I've just said. Freedom of speech isn't freedom of reach. Reach is how far your content gets out on social media or in any platforms of influence. X does have community notes, which is great. X has a mute block, which should be enough. However, there is an algorithm that people don't get to decide that suppresses jerk behaviour currently. And Elon he's not stupid, he's a clever guy. He's got a team of software programmers that can easily filter out voices that don't want to be heard. They can simply put a shadow ban on you so that you will just not reach the results page when people are scrolling, and that in that way you will slowly be filtered out. So in that respects, the billionaires still have ultimate power. But on the face of it, it looks like they're trying to help us.